Nobody asked for this.
Welcome to the Two Beirdos Show with your host, Back Row Bitter Chuck and Nateypies. Sit down and relax and make sure you have your Depends on because you will pee yourself. Rated R. The views and talking points of the Two Beirdos are not necessarily endorsed by YouTube or really anybody else. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're not ready for this.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. I am going alone tonight because I didn't want to cancel and Nate is sick. So it's one Beardo and hopefully an active bunch of chatterboxes. Because I didn't really have a lot of time to find a co-host. If any of you are interested in coming on, mention it in the chat, please. So I hope everyone's having a great week. We're getting chatter. We're getting nailed with snow again tonight. We just got plowed out from our last one, and oh, look at that, Glamma. Glamma's our first victim. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Glamma. Bobama. I sent it to Nate, and he says, I don't feel so good. I have a tummy ache, and I throwed up all week, and I don't go to work no more. Where the hell is Glamma? Oh, there she is. I believe I just sent it to you, Glamma. Not a Boy Scout, but my son is. I was rejected. For Boy Scouts? Carrie, I told you just eat chicken. It tastes the same. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Probably something important. Oh, she's got to leave for Boy Scouts. I think my son is done with Scouts because now he works every Sunday past their meeting time. And I feel like the troop is kind of falling apart anyway. Hello, Hawkeye Mike. Been talking to you a little bit this week. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Robert. I saw Card Shop Reality made a comment. I don't know why I'm being abused.
I just thought maybe you should, have to suck it after all. So suck it up, Chuck.
Oh, you just said suck it.
Yeah, I did say suck. Suck it. And it is a variable, so it is like X. You can suck whatever it is.
Eggs.
What's up, chat? What's up? Hi.
Thanks for the rescue.
Wear a beard, please. I have a beard. I'm already growing a beard. I've actually got like pluckable chin hairs. If I yank too long, it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna look like a puppet.
If I yank too long, I'll go blind. That's what my mom said.
That is what they say out in the streets. I don't know.
I already need glasses. I had to slow down.
Two weirdos are better than none,
One.
I guess. Yeah.
You know who wrote that song?
I don't. I don't. I may have.
Your sister.
She's my sister? Oh my God.
Well,
I think my parents would have said something. I know.
Maybe it's one of those sister-mother situations like Jack Nicholson.
Right.
Women's bearded life truths over 50.
That's true.
I'll have to let you know if I ever make it that far.
So would you rather? I'm fucking with you. I'm not gonna even. Pardon my French.
Did
I
you
just realized
swear?
I said, what? No, I would never.
We're 8 seconds in. We're good.
Yeah, I do need an adult beverage. So please excuse me. I will be right back. Just watch my fan. Watch the fan.
Is that her only fan? I'm
It's like
guessing.
a double
I'm guessing it is.
back. Oh, no. You have a camera?
There's my only fan. We're sharing. Is that a Budweiser sign? She's got a fan in the window.
I have an Angry Orchard apple cider. Ta-da!
That sounds like something a Karen would drink.
This is Karen 101.
You got the wrong haircut, though.
Now, if I have to potty, there's a bathroom behind me, and so we can do like potty cam. I can take you all with me.
I think that would be funny.
The dogs like it. I mean, I'm just saying.
Why do they?
I don't know. Like they follow me like they're protecting me from something, but really the only thing that they're protecting me from is, breathing air that doesn't smell like dog ass.
like sometimes our one dog will try to climb into my pants when they're down around my ankle. Like, what is your purpose, little fella?
I think
Please
it's
no
yeah. Please no potty cam. Aw. Chuck, your sister is trying to ruin our fun.
My sister? Carrie?
Mhm. She's your sister tonight.
She's my aunt.
She's going to Boy Scouts. I said, they taste like chicken. Just get the chicken instead.
Wait, you think she's going to eat a Boy Scout?
Well, I mean, there's no need to go unless you are. What else possibly could you go there for? What, to learn to tie a knot? Come on. We know what's really going on.
They're playing Twister.
Yeah.
Naked.
Shout out to the Boy Scouts.
That was not on cam, Marcy. I just opened the door to talk. I was on the toilet. I had something to say. So I didn't feel like yelling, so I opened the door.
Oh no. The problem with that is that you get when my husband's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, when he's got a meeting in the Oval Office, he'll open the door and guess what you're letting out? All of the advertisement that comes prior to the actual two. It's so gnarly. It's like
the atmosphere.
This miasma is floating into the hallway and shouting at me now.
True. Does he drink cheap beer?
It's gnarly. He drinks. What does he drink? He drinks something golden, Michelob Golden, I think, or Miller Golden. I don't know.
That sounds expensive.
I don't know what it is. You think I pay attention to what he drinks? He buys his own. When we go to eat Mexican, he drinks Modelo.
I like those too.
Especial, I think, which is Spanish for especial.
Spanish for the Nino.
That's right. Too Spanish for your beer. Michelob Ultra. That's it. Yep. Less calories, more, I don't know, pink sparkly vibes is what I'm getting from it.
More estrogen.
Yeah.
Natey needs a ginger ale. Yeah, he did say he was throwing up all week. He hasn't worked. Poor little guy.
He's been throwing up all week. He got one of those stomach viruses.
I suppose.
Man, every virus in America is going around. It's so gnarly. It's just gross. Everybody's getting everybody sick.
I think so. I think it's just him adjusting to not having a gag reflex anymore.
He doesn't. I didn't think he had a gag reflex to start with. How in the world did he make all that porn without it?
That's true. I don't know. He's just tough
Just
as
saying.
nails.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's watching. Nate, are you watching? Say hi.
It's the best excuse ever. Oh, yeah. That's a family trick. Yep.
I had diarrhea. Well, our daughter was in like first grade and she was late to class and said she had to poop, and she got in trouble for saying the word poop. And they like called us, the teacher called us to like say, "Oh, your daughter said this today." And we're like, who gives a fuck?
What else is she supposed to call it?
Yeah, what's she supposed to say? She took a dump or
Oh, yeah. Do you prefer defecation?
defecate out of here.
Right? You're full of defecation.
Whee! I had a dental appointment today. That was exciting.
Oh, did you floss? Did they applaud you for all the flossing that you've done?
Nope, I'm always honest with them too. How
Oh,
often do you floss? Before I came here,
yeah, pretty much.
about once every 6 months. Why do you ask?
When I get like a piece of beef jerky stuck in somewhere, that is when I floss. Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
that must have been a Catholic school.
No public school, no pooping.
Yeah. Well, if she's going to get in trouble for it, you might as well tell her to say the S word.
Oh, she would now. I was shitting. What are you going to do about it?
Right? I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to get in trouble for one, you might as well get in all good kinds of trouble. Like, suspend me for a day and let me stay home in the snow. Oh, I have a question. I do. Okay, Wisconsin. You're pretty far up north there. Do they actually have snow days?
Yeah, we had one yesterday and tomorrow. We're having one.
Does it have to like apocalyptic snow in order for you to have a snow day?
Well, like our first heavy snowfall was yesterday. And I think if we would have had 1 inch, they would have called a snow day because they have so many built into the schedule that
Right.
I think they just want to burn them. So it was so late into the year that I think they decided they were going to have it before the first flake fell. But yeah, it usually has to be pretty bad. 2 or 3 inches, we're usually still going to school. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
it's Marcy said she was just impressed that she pooped it while at school. Oh, I love her. For Illinois, it depended on the timeline of the snow.
Yeah, I think they're playing on that tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. Got 10 inches yesterday. That's what she said.
Okay, I used to be that kid that would hold it because I didn't like to go in public places. And I have to wonder, because I have digestive issues now, I have to wonder if that's related, because actually my mom chewed me out once, like, you keep doing this, you're going to mess something up.
It's funny because until about 10 years ago, I was really self-conscious about, like if I had to do a number 2 in a public restroom, I was really self-conscious about it. And then about 10 years ago, I was talking with my friend, and her daughter was a teenager at the time, like 14. And her daughter's like, she's like, yeah, none of us have any problem pooping in public. I'm like, well, I'm sure your teenage daughter gets embarrassed. And she's like, are you kidding? No, she'll come out and be like, woo. I mean, she'll just like, she celebrates it. She's like, look, I'm in the bathroom for a reason. If you didn't want to come in while somebody's pooping, then don't come in the bathroom. And there was something about her bravery about that really inspired me. And now I'm just like, if I'm in the bathroom, if I'm in like a public toilet, I'm like, and I come out and I'm like, yep, that happens. Wash my hands. Like, get some.
So you're making the noises verbally just to impress people?
I am. I don't make a good poop noise though. Like my son and my husband can, but I don't have the verbal capacity.
That's sad. There should be a fundraiser for that.
Yeah, there really should be. Like, or a training class. I feel like I could use a training class.
There's lots of tricks. I mean, you can go in the armpit, you can block half your mouth.
Oh, that's good.
That wasn't bad.
See,
Try both.
well, that one was good.
I
have 3 sons and I've never done that before.
I used to do that as a kid all the time. I'm so proud. You've grown tonight. You've grown as a person.
Literally, I've never done that before. I have, and I can spit for distance. They taught me that.
Ooh, grody.
I know, right? It's cool.
I can't spit very well. That makes me gag. I hawk something up and I'm like, ugh.
You gotta.
The smell of most recent public restroom use.
2 women leave and go find the cleaning lady.
Something's broke.
Oh no. I can't go in there. No. No, nobody allowed. We just close it. Yeah.
Ask Caroline. So you had a friend with you. That's good.
It's, you gotta have, because you gotta have friends. I think tomorrow will be rough. Mike, are we still talking about snow, or are we talking about, which one are we talking? Is it going to be?
Apparently it's
working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, I have to do this so that I can smoke on camera.
What? You're a smoker?
Son of a bitch. Nope. Totally not a smoker.
Oh, I got to try something. Hold on. Okay. I had to make sure I still had my little icon on there.
Yeah, you still got your icon. Yeah, I'm never not going to be an angry cow. So I might as well just be an angry cow.
Isn't that a steer? Or is it a cow? I'd have to check on
know.
it.
It could be a cow with horns.
I guess they do get horns, don't they?
Or it could be just a steer or a bull.
Or are they I don't know.
What's the difference between a steer and a bull? You're from one of those dairy states. You should know.
I should, but I don't. Dairy is just cows. We don't mess with the males that often.
Right?
Angry bovine. Now that's politically correct right there.
Angry bovine. I am an angry bovine.
That would be a good YouTube name.
Marcy. Always walking right after a pooper. Okay,
Yeah.
Has anybody ever crop dusted an elevator on their way out?
Oh gosh, I think everyone does that, don't they?
Raise your hand if you have. Because I worked in the hotel business for 32 years. I have crop dusted more elevators in the city of St. Louis than I think anybody, really.
Mm-hmm. Parts are missing on the steer, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
So the steer can't breed anymore? He's fixed?
Okay, so a steer is like a bull with no
balls. Someone's already had that delicacy, I guess.
Oh, what do they call those Rocky Mountain oysters? Or are those chicken nuts or something?
Do chickens have nuts?
I don't know. I mean, you would assume that a rooster would have to.
He's got chicken nuggets. I thought Rocky Mountain oysters were sheep, weren't they? Aren't they sheep balls?
I don't know what type of balls they are. I just know not to eat them because they're not really oysters. You only make that mistake once.
Hawkeye Mike knows a lot of stuff, so I'm guessing he knows.
Hardware removed from the bulls. Got it. Okay. So the bull is all a steer is all software.
Hey, when in Rome, do as Roman does.
Chickens are females, sheep balls. Got it.
Wait, what?
Well, what about the roosters though, or the cocks?
Yeah, rooster's the male, the female's the hen. I think chicken can be used for male and female.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is so educational.
It's so complex though, too. There's so much going on. I'm gonna have to smoke on it.
Toke up, little fella. What's your brand?
Edgefield 100s because Marlboros are like 70 something a carton before tax now.
That is so insane.
It is insane. I'm like, if I'm gonna smoke myself to death, the least you could do is make it cheap. Rocky Mountain oysters are John Denver's nuts. Take me home.
Country road, touch my nuts, and I'll moan.
West Virginia.
Mama's Mountains.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, man. We should be writing this down.
I know. Patrick Murphy and I do Real Men of Genius with this all the time. Real Men of Genius.
Hey, did you know that the guy that... No, wait. Yeah, that guy, the guy that sings that is the lead singer from... never mind. I can't think of the name of the band, but the Eye of the Tiger guy.
Is it Nickelback?
It's not Nickelback.
Oh, that's always the worst stuff. Look at that photograph. Real Men of Genius. I totally see it.
No, it's the Eye of the Tiger guy. What's the name of that band? Is that?
Oh,
is that Survivor?
God. Yes.
Very new. Hello, flippin' moose. We could do a music video.
I suck at hitting things with my hands.
Carrie, don't go. The show. We're gonna
now
stop.
I'm leaving. She has to go to Boy Scouts.
But she
Go
doesn't
scout
really
the
have.
boys. Yeah,
My boy
I feel
isn't
like,
in scout. She just hangs out in the back of the room. She's
right?
really creepy.
I feel like you could drop and run on that one.
That's what I started doing. No one will recognize him.
When you first put those on, I didn't see the hearts on them. I was like, is Chuck wearing blue blockers? What is he wearing?
Yeah, I'm the hip hopper. Go get
Word her
yourself
up.
some rockers.
Word her up. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, sure, send me a link. I got nothing really.
Well, I appreciate it because I had nothing, but I'm like, I got to do the show. I can't freaking cancel again.
Right. I know that feeling. I hope you'll take over for me some Sunday on brunch.
Oh, I didn't know there was a catch.
Yeah, see? Should have read the fine print.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, bye. Oh, I was like, okay, bye.
Oh, so
I know.
I remember when I was like 10, 11 years old, my brother would send me down to the store with $1 to buy him cigarettes, and I had to bring the quarter back. So it was 75 cents a pack.
All we really need is a quarter. I'd be like, nope, I keep the quarter or I'm snitching.
Well, that's what I should have done.
Yeah, I
But
would
the
have
bad thing
the
is
hell out of that.
they sold them to me. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, they used to sell me cigarettes for my dad. My brother and I, yeah.
I just said they were for my brother, and they're like, oh, okay. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because there was a machine out in the hallway at that time, so I could have just pulled the knob.
Yeah, you could have just put the money in, pulled the knob, done and done, gotten the quarter back. And then you go spend the quarter. I mean, a quarter would have gone a long way. What were you a kid in the 70s?
Yes, 70s and into the 80s.
Okay, me too.
Born in 71, so.
Oh, okay. I was born in 70. Good. So, okay. So good. So I don't have to actually like try and come up with references that you understand.
Oh no. Well, I don't understand anything.
Yeah. Because with when I play with younger kids, sorry, I keep showing my smoke on your screen. Because when I play with the younger kids, sometimes they don't know what I'm talking about.
That's all right.
Sometimes I don't know what they're talking about. They had like a whole conversation yesterday in this chat where they were referencing Britney Spears and some other thing and Britney Spears lyrics and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean.
Britney Spears is old school now. You're way out of touch.
No, they were like referencing, I don't know, something after Oops, I Did It Again.
Oh, then I wouldn't know it.
Yeah, me neither, right? I'm like, I know that there was a knife YouTube situation. Like there was a YouTube situation where she was like dances with knives. That was her new, native name, I guess.
For real?
She had like 2 big butcher knives and she's like dancing with them and like, and it's all robotic looking and stuff. And people are like, oh no, Britney's crazy again. And I'm like, you mean still? You mean still? Yeah, she was still nuts, but okay, let her be nuts. Leave Britney alone.
See, I know that reference too. Yeah, Nate doesn't know anything prior to like 2011.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm talking to Veronica and Kristen and sometimes they again will come up with references that I'm just like, it's not that I wasn't alive, but I wasn't into that by that time. I was like raising children and like, welcoming grandkids and shit like that.
You had children and grandkids at the same time?
All at once. It was exhausting.
Get it over with.
It was exhausting. I'm like, ugh. Okay, I'm going to raise you, but you other ones, you have to raise each other. So they did pretty well.
Most of them survived.
Yeah. I mean,
Amaze balls, little Debbie's here.
What's up, little Debbie? Hi. I'll just start saying hi to the chat.
I bet you Aunt Boo doesn't even say hi to little Debbie.
She's kind of stuck up that way.
Yeah, what a jerk.
I'm joking. She's already left. She's probably in the car going, okay, we got to get there. We got to get there.
She drive like a maniac?
She would not say so.
But would you?
She wouldn't say that.
Hello, Roy.
Say that she drives too fast and aggressively.
I bet she drives with both hands on the wheel, though. Right?
Yeah. She's a 10 and 2. Yep, she's a 10 and 2.
Her feet is this far from the steering wheel, and then she goes 90. That's my.
Yeah, she goes very fast.
In a school zone.
Yeah, she like roars up to those stop signs. I'm like, whoa, okay. And I'm like looking for the ocean handle on the side so I can hold on. I'm like, yeah, no, this is cool. We're good. We're all good.
And I bet she uses both feet.
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch her now and report back. I'm going to have to track her.
I figured you taught her how to drive.
No. I taught her how to put on makeup. That's different. She does that beautifully. Yeah, she does that well. No, I think it's my lead-footed mother who actually taught her how to drive, which explains a lot because my mom had a lead foot. Thank God she's not driving anymore. They won't let her.
How are you, bud?
Did I miss Nate? Oh, we all miss Nate, little Debbie. No, Nate's out with a tummy ache tonight, and I just jumped on just for the sake of jumping.
She kind of just wedged herself in here.
I did. I invited myself. It's like, ooh, you're having steak for dinner. I wish I had steak for dinner. Yeah.
I guess I could hang out.
Marcy, you're right. Chuck understands Menudo and the Jets. I get that.
At the shopping mall. The Jets. What did they sing? I just saw a video from them, I think. We've been watching the 80s on TiVo or whatever it's called. Not Timu, TiVo.
TiVo. I'm actually, little Debbie, I'm actually growing one. It's slow, but I've got the little billy goat hairs from time to time. And yeah, that's why I got these. Mike and Mark had an auction, and they had like these hemostats that they found places. And I got like 2 different pairs of hemostats. And they're like, oh, are you going to do surgery? And I'm like, well, sort of. I'm going to go after some chin hairs that have been eluding me.
Who knows what a hemostat is? Why don't you explain to the chat what a hemostat is for those that don't know?
Oh, it's like a pair of scissors, but on the end it's got a roach clip. I mean, it's got a pair of clamps. Sorry, got a pair of clamps with little teeth. Totally not a roach clip. Nobody's using it for that.
Cool. Oh, this is a cool shirt. See, Iron Sheik. I break your back, make you humble. Nobody gets this reference. Nobody. Everyone I talk to, they're like, "Oh, cute shirt." I don't know what it means, but
I know what it means. Use it to smoke doobie doobie doo. Scooby doo.
Doobies. What's a doobie?
Yeah, it's not illegal in Missouri, so literally I could stand in front of like the Arnold Cop Shop and do that.
Do you?
No, God no. I don't. Here's a secret. Y'all want to know a secret? I don't smoke pot.
Right.
I live in a state where it's so legal that literally I could smoke it anywhere, anytime, doing anything. It's legal for both medicinal and recreational usage. You can grow some if you want. It's that legal here, and I can't because I have tried every single brand, version, way of ingesting or smoking or whatever with pot, but I can't. It makes me, I get super duper paranoid, and it is torturous for me. It's horrible.
Really?
There's something about my brain chemistry that does not agree with THC whatsoever. Which is sad because, who wouldn't want to? I mean, I'm retired. I could, if I wanted to, I could wake up and I could wake and bake every single day of my life, but I can't do that because I can't. Because I would just spend every day like this, and I'd be like so paranoid and scared. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm the worst mother, sister, daughter, wife, you name it, ever. I'm a horrible reseller. Everybody hates me. Nobody wants to watch my channel, and they only did it because they're guilt tripped into it. You name it. If there's a self-hatred hole that someone can go down, I will go down that hole.
Well, that doesn't mean that all those things aren't true.
No. But usually I can, I can ice it over with some fluffy, self-denial cream.
Alcohol.
And yeah, exactly. Woo, denied. But yeah, it's, I can't. I wish I could. I really wish I could.
6 plants per person?
That's about how it is here. Yeah.
Where's the registrar tonight? I don't know where Jeffy is. Might be still shoveling snow.
Did you guys really get 3 inches of snow today?
Which guy?
Or no, I think Marcy said you guys got 10 inches.
Yeah, we got close to 10.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Well, close to 10. I mean, if 4 is close to 10.
Yeah, if 4 is close to 10. It's all a matter of perspective.
Oh, look at this angle.
No, we've got a dusting. We got about an inch and a half last weekend. We got, which we would consider a dusting. If it doesn't stick to the roads, it's not, it's not anything. If it's just wet on the roads, it's no big deal. But we're supposed to get a super temperature drop this weekend, which I totally blame on Wisconsin. I think you're forcing your cold air our way, and I don't think that's fair. It seems a bit unfair. So,
oh crap.
Yes, but Robert, how much snow did you get?
Oh, if we didn't share, you'd be pissed about that too.
That's true.
You'd say,
That's true.
Sure.
You can't win. You can't win, ungrateful Missourians. So we got like we're supposed to get like another 2 to 3 inches this weekend, but this time it's supposed to stick because we've got it's supposed to be accompanied by ice and rain, and then temperatures are supposed to drop below freezing.
Yuck. Yeah, we're supposed to get cold next week too. See, I always blame my dad because he lives in California, and he'll say, "Oh, it's raining out here now, so 2 days later we'll get like a huge snowstorm."
Aw, I blame my dad, but he's dead. Thanks for bringing it up.
You're welcome.
Cool.
I'm a heartless bastard.
I'm joking. We honestly, my sister, I come from this family that literally has almost zero boundaries whatsoever. Like, we don't have a stop line when it comes to joking. We'll just take it to the nth degree. So I'm like, when I die, I want to be cremated. I want to have a big party where everybody tells dead Dana jokes. I think it'd be hilarious.
That's how my brother Mike always was, and I'm
Right?
getting more like him. But
Yeah. Like, how many dead grandmas does it take to fill a hole? That sort of thing. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, my dad would crack jokes at funerals, weddings, and make inappropriate comments. He did not give a shit, and we'd all die laughing.
You end up with enough crazy funeral situations in your life, and you're just like, screw it, screw the rest of it. Here's just a few of our favorite family funerals. Okay, once upon a time, my mother was going to a funeral for a lady that at her church. And so they get into the line they're going from the funeral home to the burial site. They get into the line, and they get on the highway, and she loses sight of the line for a second, and then she gets back into the line and then follows them to the cemetery. And they get there, and there's like a little chapel, and so everybody files into the chapel. So she's like, oh, this is what they're doing in chapel first. So they go into the chapel, and there's a Catholic priest, which she thought was a little weird because they're not Catholic, but she's like, oh, that must be her other side of the family or something. And the Catholic priest begins, the whole thing quiets down. The Catholic priest leans forward, and he's like, we're here to celebrate the life of Catherine today. And my mom's best church friend jumps up and goes, who's Catherine? And my mother and her friends fell out of that church laughing like they were drunk. They were like screaming with laughter and just made a beeline out of the church. And then my aunt, there was another funeral that my mom was at in Illinois, her aunt, and her sister backed into a headstone, and there's a tornado coming, and literally they could see the tornado, and but her sister's car, the back bumper was stuck on this headstone, and she couldn't get it forward, and they just sat there and were like screaming with laughter. And then the worst was just recently. Well, we've had like cousins where we went to their funeral, and they were playing Metallica, and like they had like, you know, all the bikers lined up, and we come from a very, very long line of white trash. So they had all the bikers lined up, and they were like Metallica, and they were like, blah, 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 blah. But first they accidentally played the opening bars of Shout at the Devil. And my brother and I knew it, and we were like crying. And then my cousin died last year, and she was cremated. So we had a memorial service. After the memorial service, we had what we call the dead spread over at my sister's house, which is, you know, the food. So we have the food, and then all my cousins are there, and and everybody finally goes home. There's one last cousin left, and he finally goes home. My sister is exhausted, and she walks into her bedroom and just lays down, and she's like, I just need a little nap. So she lays down to take a nap, and just a few minutes later, she gets a phone call from the cousin who left last. And she's like, yes. And he's like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt you anymore, but I was given a bag of, it was his sister. He's like, I was given a bag of my sister's ashes, and I think I left them there. Can you check and see if you can find them? She's like, oh, okay. So she gets out of bed, and she takes a step and realizes she's stepping on something kind of crunchy. And then she turns on the light and realizes that her bed is covered in dust. And she looks down on the floor, and here's the little plastic bag, and it's ripped open, and there's a trail of it, and her dog had white crunchies all around his mouth, and he was still eating them.
Oh my God.
My sister's dog ate my cousin.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's the type of funeral that we have in my family. I'm like, screw it. Just, yeah.
That sounds fun though.
Oh, Marcy, you know, you have some white trash too. Yeah. Yeah, my sister's dog really did eat my cousin.
We're fancy white trash though.
Father,
Wow.
forgive us. Yeah, it's I'm telling you, I mean, what are you gonna do?
I wonder if Father Preacher's gonna show up tonight.
Yep.
No, my brother was notorious for doing something like this. You're at a funeral or a wedding, you know, getting a picture taken, or at some inappropriate time he'd lean over and go, "Hey, how you doing? Everything all right? Is that suppository staying in, or is it slipping out a little bit?" Just to get you to lose it.
Robert, you're right. Our family puts the fun in funeral. It's not our fault. We just happen to have like screwed up stuff always happens at somebody's funeral in my family. It does.
That's not true. I've peed in our front yard before.
My son, my baby was my parents used to watch my youngest son when I worked in the hotel business back when, you know, I was a new mom, and my dad was very old school country. And so anytime that they had to pee, he would just take them outside and they'd pee against a tree, right? It was, and the weird thing is they didn't live in the country, but that's, you know, making the suburbs classy again, as we do. So, so I take him with me one day. I had to run back up to work and pick up my check. And so I've got him with me in the lobby, and he lets go of my hand, and I look over and he's still standing next to me. So I'm okay. So I lean over and I get my check and I sign the thing for it. And the head bellman starts cracking up. And he's like, "Oh my God, look what your son's doing." And I turn around and he is pissing in one of the big plastic plants that they had in the lobby. He has his pants all the way down around his ankle and he's taking a pee in the spica. He just watered it so well. Yeah, I was so proud of him.
Do you bring that up every once in a while? I hope.
I am waiting. I'm waiting for his wedding day. I think there's a speech.
Oh, that's a good toast.
Yeah. Hey, son.
My mother-in-law's neighbor saw me peeing recently. Let's see, I don't know, within like 2 years, because we went up to her house and the door was locked. We couldn't get in. We had just driven like an hour and a half. I had to go, so I just went in the backyard, and I tried to find a secluded spot, but she didn't have a lot of trees or anything. I turned around and there's her neighbor letting her dogs out on her back porch. And I just kind of went, "Hey."
What's up?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'd wave with both hands, but
Well, I was done at that point.
you lean back and go, "Your shitter's full."
That would have been perfect. Shitter's full.
Chuck looking like a white Ray Charles. That's not entirely untrue. Robert wants to know, how drunk were you, Chuck?
I don't have to be drunk to do that. Just lazy. Too lazy to.
Yeah.
God, I'd have to walk about 30 feet back into the house.
Me too. That's why when the boys are over, I don't pay that much attention to the backyard. I figure, meh.
I hope you're feeling better, big brother. He was sick too, but maybe Nate caught what he had.
Oh. Have you been hanging out with Nate, big brother?
So who's your
Yeah,
food?
Marcy, we're very classy like that too. We're pretty, you know, we lift our pinkies when we load our guns. Yeah. We're kind of like that. Oh God. Yeah, my husband just on January, technically on New Year's Eve, he got the call that his uncle had passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, and he had been sick for a little while, so it wasn't completely unexpected, but it was, you know, unfortunate, the timing of it. So So we had to go over to his uncle's house and do a little bit of clean out since my husband's the executor of his estate. And so we head over to the house, and the first thing that you have to do when somebody lives alone and they pass away is, empty out the fridge. And my husband kept trying to, he was like, he had like these cheese cubes in the bar fridge, in a baggie. And my husband's like, these are still good. Look, they're still squishy. And I'm like, I can't tell you the number of times I had to knock dead Uncle Cheese out of his hand. I'm like, could you please stop eating your dead Uncle's cheese and just throw it away? You do not know how long it's been there. I swear, there's so much dead Uncle cheese. My husband would have ate it if I would have given him half a chance. If I would have turned my back or left the room for 2 seconds, he would have eaten that, which is why I had to stay on him. Yeah.
I don't think that's a big deal. I think you were wrong. Let him eat cheese.
No, we don't eat dead Uncle Cheese. We don't do that.
Dead Uncle Cheese.
We were headed to the restaurant afterwards anyway. I was like, no, you're not eating your dead Uncle's cheese. That's it. We don't eat dead Uncle Cheese. That's where we draw the line. That's where I draw the line on my white trashiness. I just at that point I can't get back to my roots. I can't.
Hello, P. Murph. I gotta tell you that you're killing me because my cousins called my dad Uncle Cheese. So to say you're
oh my God.
Dead Uncle
Well, I'm not
Cheese.
trying to kill off your dad. That's sacrilegious in Wisconsin. It's sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious. So my kids call him Grandpa Cheese now.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, don't eat that either. Don't eat your grandpa either, children.
Dead Grandpa Cheese.
To the children.
I'm guessing it'd be pretty chewy and gnarly and gristly. What's
That's
that?
That's a picture of a wine glass. I think she's toasting.
Oh, I thought it was just an exclamation point. Oh,
It's a
cheese or wine to go with
Here,
cheese.
little Debbie. In
Cheese
Wisconsin. I'm going to wait till you get to that part of the chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeff. And hello. Oh, I said hello to Patrick.
It is a
What part of
place of honor to eat the cheese of a dead relative.
See? That's just
Okay.
part of the ceremony.
Okay,
See,
now
what's
here's the
happening?
question. Then I have a question because I have a follow-up question because he did also have sausage and pepperoni in his fridge. And my husband also was trying to eat that. And I said, no, you can't have that either. So the question is, okay, I've gotten the Wisconsinites feel on the cheese. Would you eat dead Uncle sausage though? Would you eat the dead Uncle sausage and dead Uncle pepperoni?
Like summer sausage keeps a long time, and so does pepperoni.
Yeah, not the cooking kind, not bratwurst, Mike. It was like summer sausage, a summer sausage that hadn't been opened.
Yep, I'm eating it.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
No, if,
It was really-
if you found it in his sock drawer or something, then I wouldn't. But heck, if it was in the fridge.
Yeah, I don't know if it smelled bad, little Debbie, because I did not get close enough. I was like, no, throw your dead uncle's meat away. That's it. Yeah, it was impossible for me to stop him from trying to eat stuff.
Now, if it was cottage cheese, I wouldn't have touched it.
You don't like cottage cheese?
No, I just don't trust it if it's been in there a while.
Oh,
if it's
that's
been opened and
if it's not open, sniff, enjoy. Ugh.
agreed. Mike knows.
Okay, but here's the thing too. I mean, then aren't you eating like haunted meat?
Why would he haunt the meat?
I don't know, but it was his meat. Maybe he liked the meat, and maybe he's haunting the meat, and now you're eating the meat.
Well, it's only going to be in your system about 48 hours. Then he can haunt the sewer plant, I guess.
That's true. That's even worse. Somehow.
Oh, how did I get here?
Wisconsin sausage is like gold up here.
Yeah,
It'll pass.
it'll pass. Yeah,
Robert, I think you're a heck of a lot funnier than anybody realizes.
he is hilarious.
He is.
He's very quiet when you meet him in person, but
Yeah, he seems like he would be quiet, the quieter of the two. But I think he's actually pretty effing funny. When my mom passed, she had a bunches of lunch meat. Oh, God, Patrick.
lunch meat I get a little wary of too, like because that can go bad fast. But
Yeah.
I'd sniff it. Give it the sniff test.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd haunt the cheese.
Any decent Wisconsinite would haunt the cheese, not the meat. Ah,
I
okay.
wonder if we could make a haunted cheese movie.
The haunting of Hill cheese. That'd be good.
I had an idea a few years ago of doing a haunted mobile home movie because I just thought it would be so ridiculous because mobile homes are, small. Like you just run from one room to the next.
Yeah.
And you'd hear him no matter where he was at.
The ghost would just undo the sleeper sofa and do it back up. Undo the sleeper sofa and do it back up.
But yeah, I never got around to it. Hollywood, it's all politics.
It is so all politics. So fake. Stopping a man from eating cheese and sausage is grounds for divorce. Not in Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri, they're all high. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, everybody else is high. I'm the only one who's not. There's
Does
always
your
a
husband
quiet.
partake?
Marcy.
I still don't know which one she is.
I'm pretty sure you've got an idea.
Good job, Roman. I've registered all my inventory with eBay.
Why
Angie
does Jeff need to
Resell.
do that? Is Jeff your business manager, Roman? Let's look into this. Let's unpack that a little.
Jeff is
Oh,
everyone.
Angie, thank you. Mwah. I grew some hair. Really, that's about it.
Got some work done.
Got a little work done, Switzerland. Nice this time of year.
You still have to go to Switzerland for that?
Right?
That seems like an old reference. Like that's how it used to get done.
See, this is what I'm talking about. How like the younger people do not understand my references.
Like, why are you bringing up Switzerland?
Right. Remind me never to go to. Aw. Bless
You've
your
never
heart.
been?
You're not
I've
welcome.
done that.
Yeah, we'll stop you at the border. We're cool. We don't want you getting lost. No, my husband and my sons all went to Green Bay for the very first time. In early December. Oh, okay, Mike.
Flipping fuck. That makes sense.
Angie, they're not fully back, but next week Nateypie will be taking some Tums and he'll be back in his regular place.
Yeah, we were on last week, and I couldn't cancel this week, even when he told me he was sick.
Good.
You know what's funny? This is how our relationship is, though. He sends me a text saying, "I've been thrown up all week. I can't do the show tonight," and I'm just like, "Yeah, fuck you." That he's usually messing with me, and we lie to each other all the time. Well, he's really sick this time.
But he was like, "No, really, I am throwing up. I'm throwing up as we speak."
Yeah, right, asshole.
Aw, poor Nateypie. I bet he's somewhere chain smoking right now, just like I am.
Chain smoking.
Should we do a what?
A little
What? Nobody's smoking.
moment of silence for Nate.
Little moment of silence for Nate's butthole. If he's got a sick tummy.
His butthole probably has never been silent.
We'll have a moment of silence for it. And the moment's ruined. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Still working on my side face skills.
I thought you just blew your nose.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody else can make good poopy noises. I make horrible poopy noises. I can't even do like the little silent, like that little fart. I can't do it.
That's a virgin.
Robert Krennic, you are exactly correct. I'm going to have to keep practicing. I'll make Aunt Boo listen to it. I'll just call her up on the phone and set the phone down and just make the noises. And I know she'll love it.
You should record when you actually are audible pooping, and then you'll have it on your phone whenever you need it.
Oh, I could just play it.
Yeah. Especially if you hear a couple Karens in there bitching about somebody, just crank it up.
Wait, did somebody say, Mike, is that a real thing?
Yes. He sent me a picture.
Is that really real?
I guess so.
Mike, if that's real, you have to send Chuck a picture of one like now-ish.
He did. I don't have it where I can show it easily. It's in my telephone.
Oh, that's no bueno.
No bueno. But I'll share it next week, hopefully.
Okay. Would you rather?
Okay, do it.
I don't have one. Would you rather put your finger in your ear and have to put that in your mouth, or put your finger in your belly button and have to smell that?
I would do either one without much trouble.
Really?
I think so.
But your ear has like earwax.
I clean my ears daily. I'm fine.
You would put earwax in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, even if I pulled out a little something, for shock value, I would do that.
And you would smell your belly button finger.
What?
No way. No way.
Does belly button stink?
Dig your finger in there and smell it. I
For
triple
real?
dog dare you to do that right now. Right now, guys, live and in person on the Two Beirdos. It's not pleasant, is it?
It's not bad. Kind of smells like corn chips.
It smells like feet. He does it every day, Marcy said. Oh, my
Hello,
idea.
Jennifer Hayes.
Hey, Jen. Yeah, my idea of what's gross is obviously way, the bar is so low. You'll have to come up with something.
Well, here, I got a would you rather.
Uh-oh.
Smells like my finger. Okay. You got to slide down a rope. Would you rather do it fully clothed with no gloves on, or naked and only having a pair of gloves on?
Oh, fully clothed, no gloves. I can handle chapped hands. I've done that before with like snow shovels and stuff. I cannot handle when something chaps my ass.
Well, maybe you could. Would there be a way you could hang and not get things against the rope? I guess not.
Not naked. Eventually you're going to end up with some rug burn in some really weird places.
Explain that to your doctor.
Right?
Well, I had a pair of gloves and nothing else.
Yeah, I would rather have gloves on my I would rather have blisters on my hands. That's no lie. I mean, yeah.
That would freaking hurt, though.
Yes, it would. It depends, though. I mean, if you wrap your leg around the rope and you go kind of slow, hand over hand, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, my inner thigh. Oh, no way. No way. I'm sorry. I'm too tender. Too delicate for that.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Yeah. Now, if I had to make it down in like 10 seconds, I'd be like, oh, this is going to suck. But
Just don't
yeah,
use the rope, man.
I'd still be wearing the clothes. Yeah. I think if 90% of all women were asked that, they would probably still keep their clothes on. Plus, you can always like put your hand in the bottom of your shirt like this and just kind of grab it like that.
You're going to end up naked by the time you're at the bottom then.
Wouldn't be the first.
That's what I was just thinking, Marcy. I'd just jump.
Yeah, just jump.
Skip the rope. It's only 4 stories. What the hell?
Like, screw it. Break the leg.
Cleavage burn.
It would be bad cleavage burn.
We've all been there.
No, I mean for Chuck. What is it with? I have a question too. Why don't men have bras? They need them. I've seen them who need them.
I actually saw a dude wearing one the other day, and I don't think he was a cross-dresser or anything. I think he just needed the support.
He just
And
needed.
I only knew it because he was at Walgreens and he leaned over to write on something at the counter, and I could see the strap. So I guess they do. Maybe, I don't know.
Because we were on vacation down in the Ozarks, and there was a guy in the pool area, and that guy had bigger boobs than I did. I mean, he was just tits McGee, and for some reason, I was grossly fascinated. You know, when you see something that's just so like odd, and you're like, oh, and I mean, they weren't like, you know, oh, he's got a little jiggly man boob. It wasn't like that. They were like full on tatas, and he was like this older bald guy in a swim trunks, and you know, he didn't no makeup. He wasn't identifying as something. He just had like these giant knockers, and I'm like, what? And I just kept watching them. I couldn't look away. It was awful. I mean, it was awful of me. I felt very impolite and non-Midwestern about it, but I just couldn't help it. It was like watching a dumpster fire or a train wreck.
You should have taken a picture. There again, get your phone out.
No, I wouldn't put anybody. Were they perky? Yes, and they were perkier than mine too.
Well, maybe they were fake. Maybe he
It
was.
was a little cold. Yeah, they were a little too jiggly to be fake. They were like wobble, wobble, wobble. You know what I mean? Like you would swim and they'd be like wobble, wobble, wobble.
It's like Meatloaf and Fight
Yeah.
Club.
It's like, let's go down the slide. He's telling his kids, and I'm like, oh, that's such a bad idea. That's such a bad idea. Yeah, moves.
Man boobs.
You know, more than a hint, Robert. You detect so much jealousy right now. Yeah. I was jelly.
What do you think his reaction would have been if you would have said, hey, nice rack?
You know, honestly, I don't know. He would have said, you're awfully impolite to be from here.
Well,
I don't know. AI could do some amazing stuff. I try not to be just outright impolite. The thing is that we're Midwestern. It's, you know, if you have something really bad to say about somebody, for God's sake, don't say it to their face.
no, right.
It's called manners. Yeah. Did I motorboat? No, but I could have. I could have just. I could have totally. He could have suckled so many children at that pool. You have no idea. I mean, honestly.
I've been very fortunate that I'm a heavy guy, and I've never actually got moves because I'm heavy enough to have them, but it stayed pretty trim up there, thankfully.
Yeah, it just sort of like my husband, as we've gotten older, you know, obviously he's gotten a little more, you know, differently shaped or whatever. As we've both gotten chubbier, as you do. So yeah, he's got, you know, he's got a little man boobage, but it's not like a breast. This was a man breast. There's like a man boob, and then there's like a man breast, and this was like a breasticle. This was for suckling and infant feeding purposes. I mean, if I had seen a small child like being fed from this, I would not have been shocked.
life-supporting mammary glands.
It really, really was. I mean, it was beautiful. The circle of life, Marcy.
Keep telling yourself that, Chuck. I have pecs. Sort of. Not really.
Yeah, I do too.
We're talking about a solid BC cup with some decent nips.
That we really were. And I'm telling you, closer to the C than the B. I'm just saying.
Was it Patrick Murphy?
It was. It was. I cannot lie anymore. I'm sorry, Patrick. I tried to cover for you.
He would have let you motorboat him.
It was on vacation.
He would have let you motorboat him. I'm pretty
He
sure.
would let me motorboat him. He's kind of a prude.
I'd motorboat myself if I had those.
You know, you think that, but if you have pecs that you can actually reach with your own, like if you can actually reach your own boob, you don't. You're just like,
It's not as
now
fun.
it's yeah. Well, then you're like, you get it up there and you're like, okay, now it's just gross.
Smells like belly button.
Now it's just gross. I know when the last time was that I showered. This is just nasty.
I should have shaved under here.
Right? How am I supposed to keep Vera's secret identity? Oh, she is out and about now, honey. Yes.
You're coming out.
She's actually going to be making an appearance on my auction. I have an auction on Thursday, February 1st. So don't have a Beardos that night. I'm joking. Just do your Beardos early. No, I'm joking. The auction itself doesn't even start until like 6:30. So, yeah. And Patrick Murphy doesn't come on until 9, or should I say Vera?
I thought it was Vera was going to be.
Oh yeah, because it's Galentine's Day. It's all the ladies. Although we're selling guy stuff too. We're selling all the stuff. They were like, "Ooh, do we have to do like a hearts and flowers theme?" And I was like, "I'm not. You might as well not either."
Nobody buys that crap.
Yeah, nobody buys that crap. You know who buys that crap? Last minute dudes at Walgreens at 7 a.m. on Valentine's Day. They line up for that stuff. And that's when you get that's how you get like the fake like the glass pipe crack pipe roses and the little fake roses that cost $20 for like a silk rose. It's like the polyester rose. And like the Whitman sampler box for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
Yeah, so shop early, shop often, fellas.
Yeah,
We know when you went to Walgreens. We know.
What do you always see in thrift stores and at auctions? You see them stupid teddy bears with hearts and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
yep, that was a non-thought out gift.
Yeah, Glampa and I have sort of this agreement. If I want something that's going to cost a certain amount of money or over, I ask him for it. And then either he gets it or I go and get it. If it's not a certain amount of money or over, then if it's like $300 or less, then I'm just like, hey, guess what you got me for Christmas, or guess what you got me for my birthday.
Damn,
And then
$300.
I have a pair of Chanel flats, and he has, a happy wife. So win-win.
What, $300 flats? They
Well,
can
yeah,
cost-
the Chanel, the used ones, the used Chanel flats are $300. Yes.
I am cheap.
Well, again, it has a lot to do with the fact that, we're frugal in our everyday life. We're extremely, extremely frugal in our everyday life. Like I don't buy I don't pay up for any type of grocery item. We don't take a lot of trips. We don't buy, I can't remember the last new piece of clothing that we've bought besides like socks and underwear. We just don't. We thrift everything. And I'm like a really, really frugal housekeeper, and I reuse everything and stuff like that. So when it comes time to spend some money, dang it, you better spend some money.
So you buy two-ply toilet paper and peel it apart?
I do.
Re-roll it?
Yeah. No, I really am. I really am pretty cheap. I didn't actually pay up for the Angry Orchard, Robert. Somebody bought that. People bring booze to my house at Christmas, and so we just drink it. So I paid nothing for my beverage, for my adult beverage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My coworker has the house that's like she lives alone, so her house is the community house where people go all the time, and so they, to be nice, they bring beer and stuff, and they leave it behind. I know she never buys beer or anything; it's always just there.
That's the way it is here. When Christmas time comes, or like 4th of July, or any family, like Super Bowl Sunday, any big family thing that we have, everybody brings booze and liquor. I have like amaretto, Di Serono. I have all sorts of stuff in my bar that we didn't pay a cent for.
Amaretto.
Yeah, people just keep hooking us up. I've got like 2 giant things of Tito's vodka. It's nice.
Cheeto vodka?
Tito's. Titos. Like Toto, the dog on the Wizard of Oz, but with an I.
Or Tito from the Jackson 5?
Hey. Tito, give me a tissue. Marcy, yeah. My husband doesn't have any idea what anything costs either, trust me. Cheetos, that's it.
They got to make Cheeto vodka a thing. I think that would sell.
You know, cheese flavored vodka. I'm wondering. Only you could tell you're from Wisconsin. That is such a Wisconsin thing to say, though. Cheese flavored vodka. Think about it. Y'all are always trying to sell that cheese.
Have you tried the brie? See, Cheeto vodka sounds good. Robert knows.
Yeah.
He's from Illinois. That's like Wisconsin light.
It is Wisconsin. It's like Diet Wisconsin. Yep.
Diet Wisconsin.
I picked up some pizza rolls last night. The butterfly, no, that's old. Let me see some pizza rolls. Pizza rolls.
Is that a real song? I like it.
It is now. It is now. I'm giving you the copyrights to it.
Let me write it down. Pizza roll. Totino's vodka. Now you're talking.
Totino's vodka.
Yes.
Bet. Cheese really does sell itself. You're so right.
Yep. Yeah, you don't even have to advertise cheese.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone who doesn't like cheese in some form or another.
Lactose intolerant or something. Which
even then, they like cheese. They just can't have as much.
They're just not real people.
Yeah.
That's a genetic defect.
Oh my God. Chuck, I just pulled a whole shim out of Chewy's mouth. What's a shim?
We had to buy, our toilet was rocking a little bit, so we had to shim it up with these little plastic toilet shims. Oh, that dog is so dumb.
I thought maybe there was another definition of shim that I didn't know of. Okay, what's the weirdest thing you've ever pulled out of one of your dogs? Go. Or one of your pets. Right? One of your pets. Yeah, either one. Although the shim is up there.
I think it like when they swallow like Marcy's hair and then you can pull the poop out like Christmas garland. It's like,
oh my God. Oh.
That's a nasty one. It gets stuck and it's hanging there, so you gotta pull.
My dog ate half of a wash rag.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here's me with the Schnucks bag, right? And with the grocery bag, and rubber gloves, and I'm leaning over him, and I have to get it out, but I have to make sure I don't do it too quickly because I don't want to yank like a knot in like her, system or whatever. And she's crying, and I'm I'm gagging. I'm like, and I finally got it out, and I got it to the trash can, and she ran outside, and I ripped off those gloves and ran into the bathroom and just absolutely Technicolor yawn all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
It was so gnarly.
Our dog passed through his whole system a squeaker out of a toy, fully intact. We're not sure how he pulled that off.
Was the squeaker still Was it still squeaking?
I don't know. I didn't play with it all that much.
I would have expected you to at least. I mean, it's got to be something where you got to at least go. Eek. Oh, it's still squeaking. Come on.
I don't know. Marcy, I think, took care of it. Don't know. I can't answer that. I feel bad now. I missed opportunity there.
When Mitzi had COVID, she had to pull a gift bag string out of Rainbow's ass on Christmas. Oh my God.
Oh,
it's
no.
It's like one of those British poppers.
What if the cat would have popped? You pull it and the cat goes, oh no, Fluffy.
Meow, meow. Oh my God. It's still out in the yard. Chuck, you haven't thrown that thing away?
It'll keep.
Well, go out and step on it and see if it squeaks. We'll wait.
It's under 9 feet of snow now.
Oh, party
We'll find it
pooper.
in spring. I'll mail it to you
Party pooper.
after the thaw.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You're going to be surprised. You're going to open your mail next April.
Dear
What the hell is this? Squeaker?
Grandma.
Give it a squeeze.
I was like, nope, I realize you are dying, but this falls under your cat territory. Yeah, it really kind of does.
The snow will clean it for you.
Unless that snow's made of Lysol, no. See, that's what I said, Jeff. If it's in the yard, you could like just step on it a little and see if it goes ee.
I hope it does.
Now you have two things you have to report back on.
What was the first one?
I forget. Something about whether or not Boy Scouts taste like chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go take a bite on my son's arm.
That's country clean. Or as we like to call it, still dirty.
Oh,
yeah.
my uncle worked on a farm, on our grandpa's farm, and my brother stole his hat once and threw it in the really soupy cow shit. And my uncle picked up his hat. He was swearing. He slapped it against his leg a couple of times and put it on. That was classic.
I was so glad to see the snow because I was finally able to clean the dog poop off my boots. Yeah. Yeah, that does help. Soupy cow shit. Yeah. Yeah, on your head and everything. Man, that is country as sugar sandwich. I don't think I couldn't be that country, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I could go hatless for a while.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh, that sucks. I lost a hat. Just like do some grieving on the hat and walk away from that. Creamy cow pies. Isn't that where like psychedelic mushrooms grow on those though?
I think creamy cow pies is like a chocolate thing up in the Wisconsin Dells.
Really?
Yeah, I think like a candy, almost like a turtle sort of. They call them cow pies. Creamy cow pies.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd have to stay away from that one. It's probably got peanuts in it and everything.
I don't know.
Just to make it look extra special, just to make it look extra cow pie-ish.
They put corn in it.
But
Marcy
I think
knows if she's still watching.
Marcy, what?
She probably knows what I'm talking about. I mean, she could probably describe it better. She knows all things. They're really good. See?
They're really good. I don't know. Now that I have this image in my head, though, I'm not sure if I could, you know, I mean, they'd have to be really freaking good.
They're not soupy.
That's good.
Jeff knows. See?
Cow pies are great. They really do grow psychedelic mushrooms on the bottoms of those, or at least they used to. Now they probably grow them in a lab or something. But so if anybody's ever tripped shrooms, you probably have eaten some form of cow poop.
That's probably good for you.
I mean, yeah, I'll stick to moon pies. That's it. I think that's a safe bet.
Moon pies come from human feces.
They turn into, that's for sure. No, the moon pies, I sent those over to my friends in Great Britain. There's some resellers in Great Britain, and they tried them and they loved them. They thought they were great.
They're not available over there?
Mm-mm.
Hello.
No, there are some things.
Ray?
There's some foods that we like, ingredients that we make foods with here that are banned in Europe and other civilized places.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Mhm. Fresh
Probably
hot
cowbell.
steamy shrooms. Whoa, yeah. Straight out the pie.
Boobler. These are called booblers, in case you don't know.
What? Really? It says fluffy. Am I reading that wrong?
That says boobler.
I can't see.
If I could hold still.
Boobler. They are booblers.
Yeah. Motorboat those, huh?
Purple heart booblers. You want to auction them off? We can auction them off right now.
No, I'm keeping these forever.
Oh, okay.
These are my
Okay,
favorite.
so starting bid for Chuck's Booblers, $50. Who's in?
No way. We're starting at 1,000.
$1,000 Who's in?
1K for my booblers. Hey, look,
Many
you can see
things. Yeah. Many things in the U.S. food supply is considered unfit and unsafe for human consumption in the rest of the world. Yeah,
that's because we're tougher than everyone else.
right. Oh, Treasure Scavenger's in for $100,000.
I got them from her.
Oh, she wants them back. She misses her
Well,
booblers. I mean, they're pretty fabulous. I miss them.
I think she still has some. She's just hoarding them now.
P. Murph has some paper clips and a few used staples. Oh, okay. Chuck. Marcy's bidding a bag of cheese curds, and
Oh, Christ's sakes.
I know, right?
That's
Like
tempting.
if you're in Wisconsin, you're in deep doo-doo. That is deep crap. You can't say no to cheese curds.
Holy crapola, no.
I mean, I'm just saying you could make a nice casserole with some tots.
You're better at that than I am.
Really? Holy crap. Oh my God. Yeah, that's my sister and I have this thing where we're like, okay, you're in Wisconsin, you're having sex, ready to go. And we're like, oh my God, oh God, oh God, oh crap. Oh Jesus.
Cripes are
Oh,
good.
geez.
Yeah, right there. Oh geez, cripes. Keepers cripes don't quit.
I think you found the spot.
That's it, Stanley. Oh, cripes.
Oh, that was lovely. Would you like some potato bake? Would you like some cheese curds after?
Cheese curds are better than sex.
Cheese curds. Honestly, I've only had cheese curds at Culver's. So that's my only basis for comparison for cheese curds anywhere, but they're hella good at Culver's.
Yes, the deep fried ones are great, and
yeah,
eating them raw is good too. Unbattered, just cheese curds. I don't know why they're both called.
Marcy, yes, we are listening into you. We're outside with our little glasses outside of your bedroom. Oh my God. Look up Wisconsin dirty talk videos. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna go Packers. Go Pack, go. Yep. Big fan of the Packers, by the way. Oh Lord. I'm not happy that they're going to Dallas.
I'm not either, but as far as I'm concerned, this season's a success. because they weren't supposed to do shit. And
Yeah, they weren't supposed to do anything with all the rooks in the lineup. Yeah, they're too. Most of those faces are too fresh to do anything. So I was really, really happy.
they're funky fresh.
Mm-hmm. And Jordan Love kicking it like that. And Jordan Love's not out there trying to realign his chakras in some cave and have a mystical experience while growing a porn stash. So right there.
Dolphin semen or whatever.
Yeah. Like trying to rehydrate seaweed and bring it back to life. I don't know. Just whatever weird people do that are from California.
And then move to New York eventually.
Mm-hmm.
No names. We're not saying any names.
I mean, if you want to talk to your ancestors, sure, go ahead. But could you not do it? Maybe could you not do it coming out of a ditch hole? Coming out of a. He'll be traded to the Vikings. Yeah,
that would be fun.
That would be fun. Ooh. Do you remember when Favre was traded to the Vikings and
I do.
And he came out on that field and it was like
I do.
It was just such a heartache and betrayal.
He's still my favorite though.
He honestly, for me too, he's the GOAT. I don't care.
I was pissed.
I realized that Nitschke is the GOAT and all of that shit, but really Bart Starr is the GOAT. But as far as for my generation, he was so much fun to watch. He was so fun to watch.
Yeah, because he had fun.
Yeah, and now he's all showing his willy and robbing kids for money. I don't know. It was crazy, but he was great while he lasted. He was great while he was a Packer. I liked him as a Packer.
So did I. He had a little kid mentality too of just go deep. I'm just gonna throw it as hard as I can.
Yes, and he would celebrate like a little kid on the sideline, like jump up and down and skip and stuff, and like he was just. And then the Monday night that he played that game that his dad had just passed away was the most touching moment. I don't think you'll ever see another amazing moment in football like that again.
That was my favorite.
That was my favorite too. I still get tears when I watch the replay of that game. It was just, he gave us so many good Packer moments. He gave the fans so many good moments. Aaron Rodgers is not that he wasn't a good quarterback. He was a great quarterback. Number 12. He was a great quarterback.
I wonder what happened to him because he used to be fun too. Remember when he was showing up photobombing everybody and funny pranks?
Yeah, and he was like, and all this shit. And he turned back into something, I don't know, something very woo-woo. And yeah, he was like all new age and stuff. Magic Mikowski. Yep.
That's old school.
Yeah.
Don Mikowski. Whiner Wench.
Bart Starr. We go way back. Way back. Huh?
Nobody remembers who Chuck Cecil was except me.
My husband might.
He was a defensive back for the Packers, and he was psycho. He was often bloody in his face because
I love it.
People would punch him and stuff because they get pissed because he hit so hard.
Was he the one that used to put like stuff inside of like his wrapped up hands?
Probably.
Because there was one that was like really, really, and Dennis would laugh every time he'd see like the old tape of him playing, because he would just put like metal and stuff in like his hands and like have it wrapped up, and he would be like, he'd just like knock somebody out. Yeah, they had some rough ones.
How long have you been married to your husband?
We've been married for about over 26 years. We just celebrated back in September our 26th wedding anniversary. But we went out for about 3.5 years before we got married. And he's like
Oh.
my bestie. He's like so funny and so like relaxed about like I sent him, I made this little love note. I make his lunch, and sometimes, not all the times, because I'm not, he's not the boss of me. But I made his lunch the other day, and I put and we had ordered something from Pasta House Company, and they forgot to bring his Parmesan. So I put Parmesan and pepper in like a little thing for him. And I was like, I love you, you pussy bitch. And that's what he opened at his lunch. So that's our relationship. We have that kind of like, we have that kind of, he's my bestie.
That's
don't get me wrong, he's a hot piece of butt, but he's also my bestie.
I've never seen him.
You've never seen my husband?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's working a double tonight.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's
like stripping? Is he a stripper?
He is. And he's got 2 bachelorette parties back to back.
I figured, you worked in the hotel business. So you had,
yeah.
he
wishes that they were women, but you don't always get that. That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Whoever
too.
pays.
Yeah, no, he works for the local electric company. So this is that time of year when it's all the overtime you can eat, and he, he likes to eat as much overtime as he can. And I like it because that's how I get a $300 pair of shoes.
Nice.
Yeah, it works out, symbiotic. So he's a cable stripper. Yeah, he does some stripping. No, he doesn't actually. I try to keep my baby off the pole. So he actually does more like troubleshooting and like checking lines and like figuring out what's down and where and what the problem is. And then he's got they have little minions that come in and climb up on the poles. And, usually that's like kind of a younger guy's game.
Yeah. We watched I think Mike Rowe show about people that do the power lines. It's like, those guys are crazy. They don't get paid enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's dangerous work. No matter what part of it you're doing, it's really, he's, here he is trying to switch over a giant electricity like switch that's like the size of 3 houses. And, he's got a quarter-size thing and a 40-foot pole, and it's inclement weather. And he's trying to, not get shocked. And it's dangerous work, but pays the bills. And I get to send him ignorant lunch messages. So that's fun.
It sounds very sweet.
I think so. But it's also, like I said, we also have like the worst. I mean, we're just awful. We would love to go out with you and Marcy for beers. That would be hilarious. We would do, I mean, honestly, we would nonstop be making fun of like every single thing that could be made fun of there. That would be made fun of. Yeah.
We get thrown out.
Yeah, because you have to be irreverent. I just think that people are so effing serious. They're so serious about everything. And you're like, you see something on the internet where the guy's like, oh, give that baby some milk. Ha, ha, ha. And the next thing you know, like 2,000 people are like, you could really hurt the almond industry or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Why are you sensitive about this? I mean, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, and then it always turns into Biden versus Trump. You could be talking about your favorite color, and it's going to turn into Biden versus Trump.
Right?
Like,
and who gives a crap? I mean, once you get in that booth, it's you and your vote, and that's it. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care. Go do your thing, and I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want to know about it, and it's none of my business. I also don't want to hear what you had for lunch or, how many poops you had today. There's just stuff that's none of my damn business that I don't want to know about.
I had 2 poops. I'm just saying.
2 poops are better than 1. 2 poops are better than 1. Well, I mean, depending on the poops. Yeah, people get so they get so easily butthurt. And my problem is that even before people got butthurt, I had what you would call a borderline repulsive sense of humor. So you can imagine, like, this is me behaving myself for the internet.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. Come on.
How foul it gets. And you know, I mean, I have one friend who's a nurse, and I have two friends who are teachers, and I can't tell you what we say about the kids that they teach, but oh my God. And I mean, it goes on and on. You know, we just, you know, we keep it. That's why I keep my close friends close, and you know, I don't really have enemies. So so Raisin Bran gives you 2 poops.
2 poops of raisins. I haven't had Raisin Bran forever.
Really?
I think the last time I had Raisin Bran was I was staying in a hotel and they had like the continental breakfast thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm back.
So what do you eat for breakfast?
Eggs almost every day.
Really?
Yeah, I eat a lot of eggs.
Here's a secret from the longest lived females in the universe. This is no lie. My great grandmother, she was, when she died in 1969, she was 102 years old.
I had a girl.
My grandmother was her youngest daughter. She died in 2009. She was 102 years old.
Nice.
I told Dennis I'm smoking as fast as I can, but you're screwed.
What? Did they smoke?
Huh?
Were they smokers?
No, but they ate oatmeal every day of their lives.
Oh, no kidding.
Every day of their lives. My grandpa was a chain smoker, and he was 82 when he died.
Wow,
that was the
that's
one
good.
married to the 102. Yeah. They had been divorced since like the 40s, but yeah. He was an alcoholic. She beat him up with a frying pan.
Beauty.
Yeah, that was back in the day when you couldn't really do too much, but then he came home and decided to hit on her, and decided that, you know, she needed a good beating, and she just grabbed a frying pan and just beat the hell out of this guy and just beat him. My grandpa Willis.
What you talking
Yeah,
about?
they got divorced right after that. It was wonderful.
My mom is 84, and she has always been a red meat and potato woman, and she eats all the sweets she's ever wanted, and they tell her she's got the healthiest heart they've ever seen on someone that's her age. Of course, she's losing her mind, but her heart still works good.
You really, I mean, there is a lifestyle component to it, but there's also a genetic component to it. And there's also, you know, I mean, when it's your time, right?
True.
When time's up, time's up. And some people get a long game and some people get a short game. But yeah, Marcy, you're right. I don't want to live that long either. It was, I can tell you that she was miserable the last few years of her life. She was really miserable.
Yeah, 102, that's quite a...
Yeah, she was a bucko too.
That's a long haul there.
Oh, and my mom's 84 now, and I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. She doesn't look like it. She's still got her mind about her. So yeah, it's weird. We're short game people in my family. My mom is a horse.
Your mom is a horse. I don't know what that means.
Is that a horse or a goat?
Marcy, explain yourself. You're offending people.
I mean, it's okay. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, I've got that sense of humor. I'd say it about your mom. You might as well say it about mine.
What you be talking about my mama? Your sister will send me some nasty things about my mom. She sends me your mom jokes once in a while.
Send them back. Trust me. She'll laugh.
She's hurtful.
Short people can live long too, Marcy, and nothing to do with heights. Yeah, my mom's pretty up there. She's gotten to the point she's got palsy or something, so she shakes really hard.
Oh, no.
Which is great if you have like a shake weight or you have something that needs like really good blending. But otherwise, it sucks for her when she's eating because she's like missing her mouth.
And you're a yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I should.
Put her in the bathtub with your dirty laundry.
Yeah, it is honestly, guys. It is darn near impossible to offend me. Put my grandkids on the internet, and then you're breaking the rules. But other than that, it's impossible to offend me. And you put my grandkids on the internet, and I will find you and shoot you.
Dang.
I know. That sounds awful, but I'm literally looking at, you would not believe, we've talked about poop and everything. Why not? I'm looking at my husband's uncle, the one that just passed, gave him like 3 years ago, he gave him a part of his rifle collection, and he gave him like 8 rifles.
Wow.
Yeah. And behind the bar, we have had since we built the bar, behind the bar, we have a rifle that belonged to his grandfather.
Cool.
Now, since his uncle passed, he also passed on the rest of his rifles to my husband. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rifles on my bar, just sitting there.
Just laying on the bar?
Just laying out on the bar. Right next to their ammo, because my husband had to take them all outside and play with them because we have a shooting range out back, that we built. So, yeah.
You don't live in town? I thought you lived in town.
No, God, no. No, we can burn trash. You could blow up a car in your front yard here. Everybody be like, "Woo, doggy!" Yeah, we're about 25 minutes outside of the St. Louis County line.
So, how do you have such good internet? Is it satellite or something?
I don't know. Like I said, we're 25 minutes outside of the St. Louis County line, so maybe this area of the county has good internet. I don't know.
Beauty.
Yeah. When we first moved out, it wasn't that great. They must have upgraded it as we went along or something.
Bonfire at Glamas. No kidding. I'll bring some guns.
We could literally have one of those.
We'll blow stuff up.
Because outside of our fence, we have another like 1.5 acres of wooded property back there, which is not a lot, but it's it's enough to get some wood. It's enough to get some wood and to have deers running through our backyard.
You ever take a shot at one?
No, I haven't. That's all I'm going to say. I haven't.
Say no more. Say no more.
No, I don't shoot at anything except for the target. I mean, I've got my own handguns and my husband has his, so we shoot at the target, but that's about it.
What kind of handguns you got?
I have a Sig Sauer.
What caliber?
Right now it's a 30, but it's got a conversion kit.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was originally a 9. And we converted it to the 30 because I'm more comfortable with the 30 than the 9. But we can always convert it back to the 9 or convert it up to a 40 if need be.
Well, that's versatile.
Yeah. That's kind of a point to shoot.
We live in a small town. We can do quite a bit here. I actually had a shooting range in our backyard for our BB gun.
Yeah. Shooting ranges are fun. They're fun. Don't shoot it unless you're going to clean it and eat it. Oh, I can't clean and eat the target, but yeah, I should.
Aluminum cans, I can't.
But yeah, I don't shoot like animals. I don't do that. As long as I still have a grocery store, I don't really feel the need to do that. I mean, honestly, I don't need to save money on meat at the grocery store. It's pretty plentiful. So yeah.
What if a Bigfoot came in your backyard? Would you shoot it?
If it came in my backyard, no, I would just stare at it. If it came in my house, if anything came in my house uninvited, that would be a different story.
Like a rampaging Bigfoot.
A rampaging anything.
Or Yeti, depending on your orientation.
Or Yeti. I don't know, because I kind of own a Yeti. I don't know if you saw me. Yeah, I went to Chicago and I went to this thing and they had a Yeti. They had what looks like a Yeti, and I bought this coat, and this is like the Yeti coat.
Oh, I
And
saw that.
Yeah, and it's this giant, like, I mean, honestly, it just doesn't do the Yeti justice. It's this giant overblown, like, it makes me look like 5 sizes larger than I am. And it's this giant overblown thing where it was like hand knit with like really super thick wool. And then they put like strips of faux fur for whatever reason. And it all just ties together like a little Eskimo. And it's so warm. It's like the warmest thing I've ever gotten. And it was so cool and one of a kind. And I was like, yes. I was like, guess what? You bought me for my birthday, honey. So
That would look good with a pair of these glasses.
that would look good with a pair of those glasses. Yeah. So I wear the Yeti and eat spaghetti.
With a camera. Oh, he's talking about shooting the Bigfoot with a camera.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
I mean,
shoot,
honestly, that would be a lot more. That would make a lot more sense. It'd be more lucrative.
you got to use an out of focus camera though, or a cracked lens.
Yeah. If Chuck doesn't shave or cut his hair, huh?
He could be missing. That's true. I had a goal when I was like a teenager. I used to talk about, I tried to get my friends convinced that we should get a gorilla suit or something and like go out on one of the country roads and just like wait for cars to come and like walk across the road, 100 feet in front of them. Do some fake Bigfoot sightings. But nobody would ever do it because they were afraid to get shot.
Yeah, that would be the thing.
Oh, Christ, it's a Bigfoot.
Like, oh, I got him. He's in my sights.
I'm going to mount that one.
You'd be shot and mounted. I guess. Oh, dang, little Debbie. She said, I guess I imagine Bigfoot to be younger and less gray. Dang.
They get old too and fat.
Ouch. Ouch.
That was hurtful, little Debbie.
That was hilarious. But also hurtful. But the hilarity kind of outweighs the hurtful. So way to go, Debbie.
I wonder if they do turn gray.
Huh?
I wonder if Bigfoot does turn gray as he gets older.
I
mean,
don't
dogs
know.
do.
Yeah, dogs do. My shepherd's starting to get like a gray little beard on her chin.
Aw.
I know. Shot and mounted. That's what you said on wedding night.
Either definition of mounted too. You never know.
That's true. Either way, you probably don't want to be that guy in the outfit.
No. Maybe we'd have to wear a vest underneath or something. Kevlar.
Robert has a good theory. Maybe Yetis are just old Bigfoots.
That makes sense.
Right? Like Bigfoot doesn't have Miss Clairol.
Sam Squatch.
A Sam Squatch.
That's from Trailer Park Boys, I believe.
Is that from Trailer Park Boys? Sam Squatch,
Yeah.
where it's like a sandwich and a squatch all at once?
No, that's just how Bubbles said Sasquatch.
Sam Squatch.
Is it Bigfoots or Big Feet or just Bigfoot? Maybe plural is the same as singular, just Bigfoot.
Now that's an interesting question. So would it be Bigfoots if you had like a Bigfoot but you had like 12 of them? Would it be Bigfoots or would it be Big Feet? Or is it like moose where it still stays moose? Where like Bigfoot, like a herd of Bigfoot?
I wonder what a group of Bigfoots is called. Like there's a murder of geese or there's a herd of cows.
Yeah.
A plethora
of big feet. We have a pleth of big feet.
Robert.
Are 3 of them a big yard? Oh, a big yard. Okay, I got it. A big yard. I'm getting it.
That's beautiful.
Is it a herd or a gaggle?
A gaggle of Bigfoots.
A gaggle of Bigfoots.
See you, Mike. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Hi, Mike.
Hopefully I'll
Thank
see you
for
at
the helpful
auction soon.
suggestions. Yeah.
One Bigfoot.
12
12
Bigfooteds.
Bigfooteds.
A group of Bigfooteds. That's a good one, she said.
A group of Bigfoots is called a nope.
We can call it a nope. We can call it a nope on a rope. Well, Chuck, I think my voice is just about roached out. I don't know what else to offer. I got nothing.
Really? You got nothing?
Come on now. I got something. I got my mom doing devil horns. My sister's son talked her into doing devil horns. My mother's the most evangelical person on the face of God's earth. She is more evangelical than if Jimmy Swaggart and Oral Roberts had a baby, she would be that baby. So when I tell you that she got her to do this, you can darn well believe that my mother had no idea what that meant. And I think Carrie's son said, no, it means I love you or something. So she's doing this. He's taking a picture and I'm like, you're going to hell.
Speaking of oral, I got to tell you this.